But it also gives you an idea too that people make mistakes for different reasons. Now this is one of my favorite charts, but let me explain how it works. You'll hear a lot of HP people talk about this performance mode model. And what it does is it takes one task, but it approaches it from the person that's never done it before versus the one that's been doing it for years. So it takes skilled versus unskilled. And so what breaks down is the fact that if you're new to that task or that role, the mistakes you make are different because you just don't know what you don't know. Is that fair? As you progress in that task, you may make mistakes based on something you thought or misinterpreted. But when you get highly skilled at that task, the mistakes you make at that point are different as well. Because when you're skilled at that task, it's more inattention that gets you. So what does that mean to a safety person, to an operations guy or person, is that we have to look at our workforce and figure out where people are most likely to make mistakes. Is it because of they don't know what they don't know, or is it because they've gotten too used to doing things? Here's a perfect example. Okay, a few years ago, I've got 3 boys. They're 22, 21, and 18. And so they've all gone through that driving stage. And so when they're 15 years old and they're legal, they come out of the Department of Transportation and they feel like they can drive anywhere. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Now, we know they're legal and we know they can drive legal anywhere, but I know as a parent, I don't want to ride with that boy in certain traffic, like I-85 gateway traffic. You know what I'm saying? So, but they don't think that way. And so we're coming through Clemson. Now, you wouldn't think Clemson's got a lot of traffic, but at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, you can get backed up on 123 going through Clemson. And so my middle son, Jacob, had just gotten his permit. So we're letting him drive. And so we're going through Clemson, and my wife's in the passenger seat. I'm in the back seat. And then we're just having conversations. And then we're going through Clemson, and we're approaching a red light. And in my mind, I'm thinking he's stopping. Okay? But what do you think that boy sees when he sees yellow? What went through his mind? Speed up. Okay? Now, we might all do the same thing, be honest. True? But when he did it, my wife and I we just froze up because what did we see on the other side of the red light? Stopped traffic. So we start screaming. Jacob panics. He slams on brakes. Nobody got hurt. Okay, that was our near miss for the day. But if you look at that performance mode, what mode was Jacob in? 15 years old, legal as legal can be, but what mode was he in? Skill-based or further up than the knowledge-based? Knowledge-based. He just didn't know what he didn't know. He wasn't thinking downstream. Now, skill-based means that as a skilled driver, somebody's been around, I may still make the same mistake because I'm in a hurry or I'm not paying attention, but I don't make it because I don't know what I don't know. I'm looking ahead. So when you look at your workforce and you look at who's there, whether they're young or old, experienced or inexperienced, you can predict different types of mistakes and errors that lead to injuries based on that thought process. Does that make sense? So that's a great element of HP that you can research and get deep into.